I will not.
The show Kevin Spacey is best known for, House of Cards, will end after a 6th season, Netflix announced today. The two companies behind the hit show said in a statement they are deeply troubled by the new allegations against Spacey, and that executives met this afternoon with cast and crew to ensure that they continue to feel safe and supported. Kevin Spacey was a 26-year-old on Broadway when a 14-year-old boy, also appearing on Broadway, told BuzzFeed Spacey invited him to a party at his apartment. He picked me up like a groom picks up the bride over the threshold, actor Anthony Rapp said, and then he lays down on top of me. Rapp, who's best known for Rent and now on Star Trek Discovery, told NBC News he came forward now, standing on the shoulders of the many courageous women and men who've been speaking out. Spacey responded on social media, "I'm beyond horrified to hear his story. I honestly do not remember the encounter, but if I did behave then as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate, drunken behavior." But the statement went on, with Spacey revealing for the first time publicly that he's had relationships with both men and women. "I choose now to live as a gay man," he wrote. That language brought an avalanche of criticism. "I am sorry that Kevin only saw fit to acknowledge his truth when he thought it would serve him," actor Zachary Quinto tweeted. "No, no, 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 no. You do not get to choose to hide under the rainbow," Wanda Sykes wrote.
The fact that he responded the way he did and also conflating it with him coming out as gay has really only made this scandal worse.
Lester, Kevin Spacey has a big studio movie out in early December. In the current climate, now directors and producers and talent actors in Hollywood are thinking about whether they want to work with Kevin Spacey.
All right, Kate Snow, thank you. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.